All right, everyone, here we go from the John Gallo Ice Arena here in Bourne, Massachusetts. We welcome you to tonight's coverage of high school ice hockey on YouTube and on Bourne Community Television. It's another South Coast Conference action today as the 1-6 Apponequet Lakers get set to take on the 3-4-1 Bourne Canalmen. We thank you for tuning in on any of our platforms. Keegan, Hamblett on commentary, Ed Strode, the man running the camera. Well, for Bourne, this is probably a big contest for them as they've carried a 2-game winning streak into this game, and they would go to 500 with the win tonight. Apponequet looking to end a 4-game losing streak. The Lakers are in blue, the Canalmen are in white. This game's underway. Bourne's going to have the first rush into the offensive zone with Crowell pushing it in. Greg Francis turned it over, and Thomas will backhand it down low. Keith Tobin behind the net. Thomas will take over. Thomas will send it around. Back to Crowell, edge of the circle. Off to the point. Ronan Kelly's shot stick down as it went through, and this will lead to a counter for the Lakers the other way. Bouncing puck. Greg Francis might get on the end of it here. On the backhand, he put it right through the crease. Matt Fry's trying to catch up to it. Unable to hold it in at the point was Lachlan Sear. Crowell will deflect it to the red line. Fryas will enter again. Leaves it behind for Nevins. Ian Nevins on the backhand. The stick being raised on Ronan Kelly, and Ronan Kelly will drift off to the left side. Play it over the middle to Crowell. Crowell will just dump it in, intentionally wide. Here comes the follow-up from Kirby on the slap shot, and he fanned on it. To the other side, Bogdan and Seitz will battle for it, and Seitz gets hammered down to the ice. Bogdan deflecting it up to the point, and nearly a counter the other way for Apponequet as it's sticked away by their netminder, Jack LeBlanc. Gets the nod over Tobin and Donati tonight. Nice move by McKenna, who scored his first career goal on Saturday against Greater New Bedford in a 6-0 win for Bourne. Orlando can't hold it in, will fall to Nate Peck. The team captain, Hunter McLean, pressured by Orlando. McLean will play it off the sideboards. Deflected a couple of times. Here comes Hope up the ice into the zone. Leaves it for Carpenito, and it goes off the pad of LeBlanc. Taken right back on the side. That was McKenna pushing it past Cody Blanchard. Blanchard tried to receive it again. The freshman forward Blanchard has an assist so far this season. Right into the middle. Buckley away to the right side. Couldn't connect with Carpenito, and here it comes back to neutral ice. Ryan Orlando on a nice attack will put one in that Palmborg will steer aside. McKenna again pressured, goes back to retrieve it. Nevins on the defensive pressure out in front. Palmborg sticks it away. Follow-up chance. He got that one too. He got a third save in there. Nevins on another try, blocked in front. Follow-up chance, and it goes wide on Palmborg's left side. Good action here from Apponequet. They're 2 days off of their last game, which was a 7-0 loss at Taunton. And they were in it for a while as it gets deflected up the ice. No icing here as playing it forward was Owen Banks. Oh, and another nice haul down right in front. That was Keith Tobin sending down Carter Gettings. Gettings will loft it right back to the offensive blue line for Bourne, and it falls right back to McLean. McLean gets by Nevins, got by Fryas. Puck lofted up, and on the backhand sending it in was Drew Kelly. Good pressure again by Gettings. It's not out of the zone just yet. Gettings with the glove down. And we'll send it down and around. Looking to find Drew Kelly on the other side. Lachlan Sear making the hit and boxing him out. Nevins away to the left side, and Apponequet will get possession again. Here comes the rush up the ice. This is Tobin with it. Tobin still going. His shot, and it got lofted high, and it goes out of play. Actually, correction, that was Greg Francis on that attack. The senior with 3 goals and 2 assists this season. Had a couple big misses in the last game against John. He had 2 breakaways, couldn't finish on any of them. It will be Peck and Kirby this time on the draw on the left side of Palmborg, and Kirby able to win it and play it on behind for Kelly. He's looking to get it to James Crowell. Frias on the backhand in. It's a bouncing puck, which Palmborg will cover. I got to talk with Jackson Palmborg before the game. He was actually the one that gave the keys to the game today. Said he wants to see his team crash the net and be good physically and good physicality. The Lakers take control of this Apponequet side, also a co-op with Old Colony, and there's actually more Old Colony players on the team this year. They have 14 from OC and 9 from Apponequet as it's sent down for an icing. Also got to talk with Frank Carpenito, the head coach for Bourne, before the game. He said this game was very important as it's the end of a 4-game South Coast Conference stretch in which they're 2-1 in this stretch right now. The goal every year for them is to win the SEC. They haven't done it in 7 years. But this is a great opportunity to continue that momentum from the last 2 games against Greater New Bedford. Anybody watching on our live stream audience, as Kirby couldn't redirect that one. You had another big South Coast Conference game earlier this afternoon between Old Rochester and Somerset Berkeley. Somerset Berkeley came away with that one 4-1. Crowell into the middle, Kirby down low, and it's sticked away in the end by LeBlanc as Thomas had the last look at it. Palmborg gets it away out of trouble. Blanchard was the closest Laker to it, and it's sent right back to neutral ice. Little misplay in the back. Keith Tobin off the boards. Intended target was Ryan Orlando, but that's going to be another icing against Apponequet. Got to talk with Apponequet head coach Nate Farrington before the game too. He's in his 2nd season. 8-18 is his career record. Wants to see his team stay patient, wants to be defensively sound, and not to take any unnecessary risks. Seitz picks it up and will put it on frame that LeBlanc will stick it away and out of play. It's Apponequet's side, as we mentioned, they had Taunton in their last game. They've really had a tough strength of schedule overall, and Coach Farrington said that the tough strength of schedule might have prepared the team, and he doesn't want to see any drop-off from the effort that they've put in over the last week or so. Face-off on the right side of LeBlanc. Hope tried to catch up to it. Seitz got it away to Carpenito, and he put it high and wide. Braden Bogdan, the senior defender, lost it. Out in front for Hope. We'll go back to the line. Here's McKenna shooting it wide on the right side. Seitz on the backhand looking to pick it up, but Peck will take over for the Lakers. Away to Gavin Gaziano. Back past the red line. McLean over to Hope. Gaziano will send it in as Nate Peck was in a delayed offside position. Battled for at the red line. Gaziano sends it down again. 9:40 to go, period 1. Still scoreless from Gallo. Shots on goal right now. Apponequet 5, Bourne with 4. Hope starts it up, enters the zone. Landon Hope shot blocked off to the left side. Carpenito in front, and Seitz couldn't redirect it. Charlie Seitz has 3 goals on the season, close to a 4th one there. Here comes Nevins with the nudge on McLean, and McLean will go on back behind Palmborg's net. Here comes the counter. McLean, the defender, stepping up. McKenna off the stick of Francis, but it finds Carpenito, who will send it in, and the Canalmen will do a line change as Lachlan Sear, the sophomore who has an assist this year, will play it over, looking to find Greg Francis. Francis with a nice step, enters in. Francis trying to switch to the backhand. He got it all the way through. Ronan Kelly there. Some good pressure. That was the sophomore, Ronan Kelly, who was on the box. Then we get a shout out to his grandmother, Nana Nancy, who gave us some cookies over here. Ed and I will probably enjoy during an intermission or two. Back over to Keith Tobin off the right boards. Francis will pick it up. Options, and he'll leave it for the trailer. Spinning his way was Blanchard. Weird bounce on the corner. Kelly will stick it away before Peck could catch up to it. Blanchard looking to send it back down. Kelly gets it away to McLean. Nice kick. Here comes Buckley. Buckley got the shot away. Saved by LeBlanc, and unable to catch up to it was Gettings. It's been a fast-paced end-to-end game so far. The opening 7 minutes. It's off the end boards. Wouldn't fall for a favorable bounce for Orlando. Peck will pick it up. Nate Peck on the backhand. Still going behind the net. Brought it out in front. Left at the line, Bogdan shot, save Palmborg, still loose in the area, he sticked it away. Right through the crease again. Closest Laker to it is Jack Ronski, but it'll come out of the zone. Ryan Orlando couldn't get a stick down. That's an icing against Apponequet. A South Coast Conference, as we look at it right now, Bourne sits second with a 2-1-1 record in SEC play. Apponequet tied for last, 0-1, but they would technically get the fourth spot because Greater New Bedford has lost a couple more games than them. Greater New Bedford is 0-3 in SEC play. Here comes another nice step up. That's Banks going with it. Gets around one defender, and he put it right through the crease. And here comes Thomas with it. Up the ice to James Crowell. Got a touch. LeBlanc will stick it away. Out of trouble for the moment. Crowell will keep the pressure on. Thomas coming in to help. Thomas tried to leave it down low. Missed intentionally on the left side. Bogdan will loft it up the ice. Crowell got a glove in there. Ended up behind Thomas. And it looks like they're going to call a hand pass on that one with 6:47 to go in period number 1. Decent crowd here in Bourne tonight. Not really much of a student presence. There's maybe about 10 to 15 students that are here tonight. Mostly parents, families that are here from both teams tonight. We also got our student photographers all the way down on the left side. Another type on the draw. Kirby got away. Frias back to the point, got blocked. Follow-up will come out of the zone. Tobin will leave it for Francis to take it. Nice tap. Here comes Peck. Space to work with. Tried the short angle. Missed entirely. Back to the point now. Tobin sends it for Peck. And he couldn't stick it down cleanly. McKenna trying to start it up on the right side. Retreating on backwards now against Frias, and he comes away with it. Tobin has to go on back to get it again. That deflected off of Seitz. Here's McKenna. James McKenna's been getting some good ice time over the last few games. Gotta love seeing that if you're the sophomore. Tape to Frank Carpenito. Leaves it behind. Here's Hope, and he tried to dish it back to Carpenito. Got on frame to LeBlanc, and Peck will stick it away. That one goes on to Palmborg that time, back into the corner. McLean will pick it up as Francis was trying to battle in there for Apponequet. Now it's Blanchard who can't hold it in. Gets redirected off to the near side to Hunter McLean. McLean chops it to Seitz. Seitz lost it when two Lakers challenging him. Looks like the leader in there was Keith Tobin and Ian Nevins, but we'll give Tobin the credit for it. Kelly to McLean. McLean leaves it short. Here's Carpenito. Feeds it to the right side. Landon Hope shot. Save. Rebound. And it got blocked, and I don't think it ever got all the way through. McLean on the follow-up. Redirected off to the left side. Might have gone off the skate of one of the Lakers and Nevins. Taken right in front by Kelly. Back to the other side. Nevins with the stick down, but Hope is about 10 to 15 feet to work with. He can't get it out of the zone. At the line was Kingman. Looking to find Blanchard. Chopped on backwards by McLean. Hope on the backhand. Still not out. And Seitz will get it back to the red line. Sam Kingman, only a freshman, has his goal. He actually scored in his first career game earlier this year against that co-op of Diamond Durfee and Westport. Carpenito, a nice stick drag, and he could have given it a chase, but he is going to go off as he sends it down with 4:10 to go in period 1. Peck nudging Buckley. Buckley will pick it up. It's Banks now. The backhand into the middle. Couldn't find Gaziano. Nice hustle up the ice. Ronan Kelly shoots it, steered away, and it's out of play again. Let's talk about Jack LeBlanc real quick. They have 3 goaltending options for Apponequet. He's the only one that's not a senior. Nate Tobin, who got the nod on Monday, and Mark Donati, who's really been their de facto starter over the last year and a half. did not get the call-ups today. Jack LeBlanc doesn't have an official result yet for a win or a loss. Does have a goals against average of 6. That's 5 goals allowed over 37.5 minutes. He just made his 9th save on that one. He plays it up the ice. Sean Collins on the backhand, off of Frias. Here comes the pickup, short side. Nice save by Palmborg. Tapped away by Ronan Kelly. Crowell again off of a skate. Nevins with the nudge. 11 viewers on the live stream watching at home. Can't thank you enough for tuning in. Keegan Hamblett on commentary. Ed Strode running the camera. Here comes Francis, short side on Palmborg. Won't come out. Here's Tobin. Makes the move by Thomas. Tobin now trying to work against Crowell. Backhand through and ended up on the short side. Might have hit the outside of the post. Lachlan Sear will send it on down. If you're watching on our live stream, after this game's over, you won't find it with that link, but be sure to subscribe to my broadcasting YouTube channel, Keegan Hamblett Broadcasting, where the game will be posted later on tonight. And for the Apponequet fans watching, you'll be able to find Monday's game against Taunton on that same channel later on tonight as well. Thomas will send it on frame. LeBlanc will get credit for another save. Taken behind and short, picked up by Hope. Landon Hope still working with it. Goes behind. Carpenito decked down. Popped in front. The backhand never gone on frame. Landon Hope on the wraparound. We'll get it over to the left side after it went behind. Carpenito back to Thomas. Looking to find Carpenito again. McKenna's waiting at the point. There it goes. McKenna drifting to the right. It got blocked and it's going to come out. Sent on down again. Bogdan lifted his skate to have his teammate take it. Hunter McLean couldn't get it by Peck. Carpenito's going to pick it up on Blanchard. And he'll give it a chase. Ronski has the best look at it. Ronski still pressuring with 100 seconds to go. And Apponequet will walk away with it. Got deflected off of sights again. McKenna will just send it in. Ronski, the sophomore defender, goes to take it for Apponequet. He's going to send it down the length of the ice. And is that too many men? And it is. They had a guy in James McKenna coming off the ice late. And they got the touch as soon as he came on. So it will be a power play for Apponequet. And they will send McKenna to the box. We just talked about Laker goalie Jack LeBlanc. Let's talk about Jackson Palmborg for Bourne. He's started every game this year. He's played all but 2 minutes, which they put Aiden Safredi in. He's made 3 saves on 3 shots. Palmborg's got a 172 goals against average and a 928 save percentage. Those marks so far are the highest of his career, and he's only a junior. So power play chance here for the Lakers, looking for that all-important first goal. Sent down the ice by Ronan Kelly, and LeBlanc will stay at home for Lachlan Sear to take it. Last minute to go in the first period. Ian Nevins, nudged hard by Cole Thomas. Deflected backwards off of McLean. Nevins will get it out. Here's Tobin waiting for it, and Palmborg sees it right through traffic. A nice round of applause for the basketball players at Bourne High School and making some noise. James Moran Rose, Max Beals, Nick McCallum, all down there banging on the boards to help their team out any way they can. Tapped up again. Francis still working along the sideboards. Gets it out to Nevins. It'll be sticked away, and it goes off the netting out of play right by Alumni Corner. Cole Thomas, Ian Nevins on the draw this time, left side of Palmborg. Nevins wins it, and it's going to stay. No, it didn't. They originally said it stayed in the zone, but Lachlan Sear could not keep it in with the reach of the stick. For Apponequet, goals have been hard to come by this season. Only 9 goals in 7 games for them, and they have allowed 39. Kingman leaves it short. Here comes Nevins. Nevins off of Crowell, and Thomas will send it down. Kingman will play for Apponequet with 20 seconds to go and 1 minute on the James McKenna too many men on the ice penalty. Kingman with a stumble at the red line. Crowell will pick it up. A little ankle breaker on Matt Frias. Here's Ronan Kelly with 5, just looking to kill more time. Crowell will take it in the corner, and that's how period 1 is going to end. Their shots on goal in that first period. Apponequet with 11 and Bourne with 10. Ed Strode and I will take a short break, and we'll be back for period 2 momentarily. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back at the John Gallo Ice Arena here in Bourne, Massachusetts. About ready to start period number 2 in tonight's South Coast Conference ice hockey matchup between the Bourne Canalmen and the Apponequet / Old Colony Lakers. Scoreless through 15 minutes of play, a combined 21 shots on goal from both teams through the first 15 minutes. Apponequet is going to begin the second period on the man advantage for 42 seconds as James McKenna is in the box with Bourne serving a too many men on the ice penalty. Again, Apponequet's in blue, Bourne is in white. Second period underway. Matt Fry is going to try to lead an early attack, and he got decked down by James Crowell. I don't know if Crowell got all of them. He stumbled right at the blue line. Deflected forward by Frias, will go intentionally wide. And Crowell will send it down the ice. James Crowell, as we've said a couple of times, he's getting closer and closer, it feels like, to that 100-point mark. There's a debate going on with me and Coach Frank Carpenito before the game. He's either 11 or 12 away. I have him at 12. He's got him at 11. You never know. There might be one goal or assist that we disagree on, and maybe we'll get it even by the time it eventually comes. That's the end of the penalty. McKenna's out of the box, and he'll go to the bench, and Kirby will come on. Oh, and a nice hit by Cole Thomas right in front. Sending down Greg Francis. I hope we got that one on film. That was cold. He sent him down right away. And Fry is looking for retaliation. Could have knocked down Kirby. Kirby will pick it back up. Deflected down behind. Got a nudge on Bogdan. Off the stick of Nevins. Bogdan looking to go back to the right side, and there it is. McLean deflected and now falls to Frias. One-on-one on Ronan Kelly. Palmborg's got it with the glove, and he holds for the face-off, and they're just going to dump it. I don't know what that was. Had it for 4 seconds. He's got to get with the game. Kelly shot, block, pops in the middle. Kirby didn't miss by much. Steered off to the corner. McLean will keep it in. Peck takes over, though. Peck coming in 2-on-2 with Frias. On the backhand, him and Frias didn't communicate 100% on that. Here's McLean over the middle. Kirby trying to catch up to it. Seitz was in the area as well. Back across, here's Landon Hope. Waiting for everybody to tag up as he sends it in and around. Keith Tobin now for the Lakers. Off of Carpenito. One-on-one against Sear. Sear clotheslined him, and it falls for Tobin behind his goaltender LeBlanc. Back out short side, Hope fed it across, and Seitz couldn't get on the end of it. And it's going to come out of the zone. Ronan Kelly is the closest Canalmen to it at the blue line. Off the boards, Peck gets in, sends it down. Here's Seitz over the middle, deflected. LeBlanc will steer it off to his right. Carpenito working against Ronsky. Bourne takes over, back behind. Carpenito in front, still in the area. Orlando right back in. Now it's Hope, deflected. Seitz, fanned on it. He was trying for the one-timer. On the backhand, we'll get it away to Carpenito. Back to Seitz, back to Carpenito. In front, sticked away by LeBlanc. Hope tried to get it back out. It comes out of the zone as McKenna leaves it for Hope. Boy, a couple good chances early on in the second period, about 3.5 in. Palmborg's got it with the glove. And again, he wants to hold it for the face-off. This guy's got to get with the game now. Yaziano down low, and a kick save by Palmborg. Bogdan picks it up, backhand shot, and Palmborg got a piece. And we're getting to a point, that's 2 times that Palmborg had the puck covered. I haven't gotten angry yet this year. I know you have when Carpenito got checked by Tucker Roy in the old Rochester game. We're getting up there now. Didn't get out of the box early tonight, though. Nevins deflects it back to the blue line. Collins trying to keep it in. It'll come out, though. Hunter McLean forced to retreat back. Gettings takes it in front. Deflected, tried to find Buckley. Kelly with the pop-up, a battle of the nines, him and Tobin. Drew Kelly on the backhand, stick down by Nevins. Ian Nevins around the boards. It's going to be too far for Banks. Nice move. Hunter McLean still walking in. Got by Nevins, got by Sear. McLean now going behind the net, pressured by Tobin. Boxed out by Sear. Banks gets it around. Drew Kelly deflected by Gaziano. Follow-up chance, a slap shot goes wide on the left side. There's an open Laker waiting for it. Deflected in the middle, Drew Kelly shot wide on the left. Gaziano has an edge on Buckley. Buckley got the nudge in there. Nevins will leave it back. Keith Tobin can't get it out of the zone. Here comes the second effort, which will be walked out. Over the red line, into the zone. Banks deflected right over Mr. Palmborg and out of play. Palmborg's going to have the face-off on his right with Kirby and Peck taking it. Kirby gets to it. Frias now in control, taken over by Cole Thomas. Thomas dishes it to James Crowell. Crowell back to Thomas. Scores! Beautiful pass. Crowell to Thomas, 1-0. 5:20 will be the time of the goal. 12th assist for James Crowell on the season. 6th goal for Cole Thomas. Now after all those shots that Bourne put on LeBlanc, that was their 13th. They're finally on the scoreboard. Face off on the left side of LeBlanc. 9:31 to go. Period 2. Crowell got a step on Frias. Sear will get it away to Tobin. Hit by Thomas. Francis will send it out of the zone. That was Collins on the backhand. Here comes a chance for Kirby right on LeBlanc, and he puts it away off to the left side. Collins can't connect with Crowell. This will be an icing. The face-off going to come over by Jackson Palmborg's end. Next game's coming up for either side. They're both going to be on Saturday. Apponequet, 7 o'clock start time at Greater New Bedford at the Hetland Arena. Bourne Canalmen will be back at home Saturday at 8 against the co-op of East and West Bridgewater. It'll be the Ryan Kent Scholarship and Fun game. There'll also be a Chuck-a-Puck and a 50-50 raffle. So come on down to Gallo if you have some time on Saturday. Sight's now working against Tobin on his knees. Dish it into the middle. Played on back, Carpenito down low, working against Tobin. Tobin, sticks being tied up. More help coming in from both teams. Hope sees it right away. It's blocked in the middle off of Lachlan Sear. And Charlie Seitz just going to dump it down. Tobin gets to it behind the cage. Canalmen get it back, and it just hops over Seitz's stick. Here comes Matt Frias up the ice, working against Hunter McLean. Holds it up at the point. Shifting to the right side, blocked by Hope. Hope deflected up in the air. It goes right at the edge of the Canalmen logo at center ice. Tobin will send it down. Palmborg thought about it. It was a delayed offside, though, so he couldn't touch it. McLean stepping in. Got by Kingman. And Kingman has a free read to the puck. The freshman holds it up on Hope. And Hope just sends him down to the ice. Crowell coming in to help. Hope wants to do it by himself. Instead, he gives it away to Crowell. Back in front, and Seitz couldn't direct it on frame. Lofted up, and it's out of play. It's Peck and Thomas this time. Tie up as it's caught up right in the skate of the referee. Thomas to Crowell, out in front. Kirby couldn't get it. Kelly looking to find Crowell. Wronski beaten to it by Thomas. Back to Crowell. To Thomas again in the corner. Cole Thomas to the blue line. Ronan Kelly saved in the air. Loose in the crease, and it's sticked away. Follow-up chance wide on the left side. Kelly will step to it. Kelly across, stick down. And there comes Peck up the ice, an odd man rush. Peck just gonna flutter it. Palmborg covers it up. Comes back out to the point, deflected shot will go off to the left corner. Backhand now was Banks. Kirby tried to get it away to Thomas. Goes to the red line, Sear retreating on backwards. A nice cross-ice pass. Sent down by Gaziano. Palmborg tried to hold it up short side, popped. Nevins back to Tobin, and they can't keep it in the zone. Keith Tobin to Lachlan Sear. Sear off the boards. Banks lost it. Crowell leaves it for Kirby. In with Thomas, but they're offside. Thomas about a half a step over the blue line first. Carter Gettings blockered away. Drew Kelly looking to get that bouncing puck down. Couldn't get it originally. Kingman will get it away on that right side. And here comes Francis up the ice. Battled for just beyond the red line. Nice pickup. Here's Peck. Peck hauled down. Some of the Lakers fans wanted an arm to go up on that one. It's not going to happen. Right on back. Here's Bogdan. The Canalmen get in their possession, under 6 to go in the second period. 1-0 Bourne on a goal by the alternate captain, Cole Thomas. Off the skate of Buckley, Collins looking to find Gettings, that's not there. Bogdan up the ice, took a touch off of Francis. The former goaltender Collins back, looking to find Ronan Kelly. Frias finds it and he put it high off the boards. It hit a piece of the netting, it's going to be out of play. Ian Nevins ready to take the draw. He'll take it against Landon Hope. It's on the right side of Palmborg. Blanchard looked to catch up to it. Instead, Nevins will. Nevins tried to walk in the middle. Now Lachlan Sear in a race, chops it by Carpenito. McKenna had to get it away quickly, and he did to Seitz. A weird bounce. There's no offside here as Seitz played it back into his own defensive zone. Nice bounce. Hope away to Seitz. Charlie Seitz still holding right side. Pressured by Sear. On the backhand, gets it away. Landon Hope still working in the corner against Nevins. Hunter McLean waiting for it. Try to fish that puck out. Will fall to Carpenito, who will send it around. Looking to find Seitz. Seitz will get to it in front of Tobin. Tobin on the backhand gets it away. Off an own man, will stay in. Carpenito off the boards. Landon Hope behind, trying to get around Keith Tobin. Hey, respect the hustle out there. Just got beaten to that time. Here's McKenna at the point. McKenna backhands it away to Hope. Now finds Nevins. He can't get it out. Hope deflected up in the air. Nevins that time will get it back to neutral ice. Bourne's in the mix of another half line change. Deflected in the middle. Nevins will pick it up away to Blanchard. Blanchard with the step in. Bouncing puck. Palmborg steers it away again. Seitz over the red line. Hooked away by Peck. Hope looking to go back to the corner. He gets it to Seitz. In front, Crowell. Loose on the line. It scores. Let's see who's going to get credit for it. Took forever to go in. It looks like it's going to be Seitz. Looked like it was loose on the line. Ed Strode thought it might have been waved off for a second. It looks like they're going to keep it on the board, though. For now, we will credit it to Seitz with some assists for Hope and Crowell. Crowell gets it back to Thomas, back to Crowell. Here we go. James Crowell already up to 3 points, his first goal. The route's starting to come on. It's 3-0. Oh, how about that? Quick turnaround, and you could sense it coming from the beginning. It was similar to what happened on Monday for Apponequet against Taunton. They had it scoreless through the start of the second period, and then they gave up a couple of goals as Frias' shot goes wide on the left. Kelly on the backhand away, and here comes Bourne again. Buckley's forward. Kelly enters the zone. We'll send it on down behind for Buckley to chase. He had Gettings in front. Hauled down in the mix of the play. Works for the Lakers. An option in Francis forward, but taking it himself is going to be Kingman. Kingman leaves it for Frias. Frias the stick drag. Shoots it. Say Palmborg rebound. Loose on that side. Sticked away by Gettings. Apponequet gets it right back. It's off the stick of Palmborg. Kingman on the one-timer, deflected wide. Frias again, bouncing puck. Buckley helped get it away to Collins. Bogdan pops it up in the air. There's the glove down. Behind again. Francis won't catch up to it. Drew Kelly will stick it and will slap it to the red line. Nevin's going to send it in again. 2.5 to go, period 2. Another nice step up. Buckley couldn't receive it cleanly from Gettings. There's the backhand away. Bourne's going to get caught in a line change here. Here's Ian Nevins, blockered up by Palmborg, still up high. No high stick was called on that one. It looked like the Lakers played it with a high stick. Race to the puck here, no icing. Sear against Hope. Hope comes away with it, leaves it short side. That Seitz deflected down. Keith Tobin will send it on down. Deflected by James McKenna, who picked it up first. Now tied up along the end boards. Sear battling with Seitz, referee letting it play on, just like he did earlier in the period when Palmborg had the puck in his glove for 5 seconds. Hope getting whacked at right on the short side by Peck. Taken away by the Lakers. McLean got a stick down. He'll send it on in. Keith Tobin there first. Off the boards, here's Orlando. Orlando tried to feed it across. Intended target was Blanchard. Laid up the ice nicely. It takes the touch off of Hope. Hope battling with Sear again. Seen that tie up a couple of times in this one. Crowell will find it. Crowell shoots it wide on the left. That's going to get caught up here in the apron of the net. Carpenito stick down again and just slammed right into the net. And now you get a whistle and a stoppage of play. Nobody's happy with the officials now. Crowell will find it, 22 seconds to work with, gets it away to Thomas, on the stick drag, here he comes, he scores! Cole Thomas, he's got another one, it's 4-0. Apponequet gets to it again. They're going to send it down. You can bet there's going to be a loud ovation as soon as the horn goes off for the end of period 2 as it's deflected out of the zone. All right, Canalmen Nation, let's hear you. 15 minutes ago, your team's up 4-0. Two goals from Thomas, one apiece from Crowell and Seitz. James Crowell unofficially as of now a 4-point evening. Ed Strode and I, we're going to take another short break. We're going to do some partying here upstairs. Final 15 coming up soon. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back inside the John Gallo Ice Arena here in Bourne, Massachusetts. 15 minutes to go in the South Coast Conference ice hockey matchup between the Apponequet Lakers and the Bourne Canalmen. A flurry of goals in that second half of the second period. Have Bourne up 4-0. 2 goals from Cole Thomas and a goal apiece from James Crowell and Charlie Seitz. We have a goaltending change on Apponequet. Entering the game is Mark Donati, who's 1-3 on the season with a .457 goals against average. Coming off of Tommy John surgery, has not been available for every game this year. James Crowell will have the first good look, and he put it right on frame, and a nice chest save for Mark Donati. So Jack LeBlanc ends with 16 saves on 20 shots. Jackson Palmborg has saved all 19 so far. You know what? With the way it's turning out, we are going to have a very big and a very fun post-game interview, and we'll see if Cole or anybody can get a hat trick. Taken on the side by Frias, and now the net's off of its pegs. A little bit of a tie-up back there. Trying to figure out who it is that's down. Everybody's surrounded back there. Yeah, it looks like it was Nate Peck. And they're going to reset it. It looks like the face-off's going to be just on the right side. We do want to thank everybody who's tuning in. We're on Bourne Community Television channels 13, 14, 15. I'm trying to figure out the channel numbers. It's been blanket in my head. And we also have our Bourne Community TV YouTube page, live on the Bourne Wears Purple YouTube channel. We're on my broadcasting YouTube channel. Keegan Hamblett on commentary, Ed Strode running the camera. We thank you for joining in on what's a very cold night outside, but maybe just a little bit warmer on the inside. That's Kirby playing it back to Crowell, who's already on 4 points tonight. He's bursting up the ice, looking for another one. Gets it away to Cole Thomas. Thomas back in front, and Crowell could have redirected. A follow-up got in front. Kirby couldn't follow up the second one. Donati got a save in that sequence. Now it's Sear, turned over, backhand. Crowell shoots it, what a save by Mark Donati in the splits. Take a bow, Mark Donati. Your third save coming in the first minute, 7 seconds is right now the save of the game. Mark Donati, an Old Colony student, also a part of the baseball team there. A senior netminder for the Lakers. Deflected in the middle. Carpenito will pick it up, missed on the left side. Here's McLean, over to Carpenito. We'll backhand it up, taken over by Hope, who will send it down. Yes, the second line is out there for the Canalmen. Second line also out there for Apponequet. Hope a nice steak on Peck. Plays it down low. Deflected in front. Here comes a rush the other way. Stepping up is Blanchard with Orlando. Blanchard trying to get around McKenna. Got hooked with an arm being raised on McKenna. Yep, they get a penalty coming up. And there is the touch. So James McKenna back in the penalty box for the second time. It's with the athletic trainer, Danielle Jacobson. We got to congratulate AT, Miss Jacobson, for winning an award. It was posted on the Canalmen Athletics Instagram page. Something had to do with the AED. But big congratulations to her. So another power play chance here for the Lakers, but Bourne will send it down right away. And I don't think Mark Donati knew that there was a penalty on that. He was calling for the icing. I gotta tell you though, I notice it with Donati a lot, but you gotta give credit to Palmborg for it too, and it's something you don't recognize. These goalies in the conference, they do well with their mask designs. Now Donati's got the Old Colony paw print right on the top, a nice Apponequet logo right onto the side. Jackson Palmborg, a beautiful design. He's got the entering the Bourne sign right on the back of it too. So these goalies, they do good with their masks here in the South Coast Conference. Nate Minosh at Somerset Berkeley, he's got a good one too. Tucker Roy at Old Rochester, they all do phenomenal. A nice nudge, shot attempt, saved by Palmborg, rebound, it got whistled. Look like we got another penalty coming up against Bourne. It will be 5-on-3 for the Lakers for exactly a minute. Nope, it's going against Apponequet. That's my bad. I thought they called it originally for the hit up high, so they didn't tack it on for that one. So it is 4-on-4. They put Braden Brogdon in the box. Brogdon, as we mentioned, the senior defender. Whole bunch of seniors for Apponequet on their team this year. They get 10 of them. So 4-on-4 for a minute, and then a Bourne power play for the same amount of time. And don't forget, if there's an icing in this sequence, it's going to stand. Got to be careful if you're clearing the puck down. McLean over to Thomas, back to McLean. Thomas hit hard by Tobin. Hunter McLean saw Lane and again just bounced over the stick. Tobin with a nice hit. Thomas, backhand away off to the side. Here's Kelly. Across in the middle, McLean deflected out of play. And you can see some of the Bourne students are back there cheering everybody on. I think those are our basketball guys with McCallum Beals and Moran Rose. I don't know how Moran Rose got that helmet on. Crowell gets it behind. Out to McLean, left point. McLean still working with the puck. Sends Blanchard down to the ice. Crowell picks it up. Crowell shoots and a glove save by Donati. Keith Tobin having some trouble. They can't get it out. Thomas now tied up in the corner with Tobin. Crowell will find it. Crowell the backhand away. McLean shoots, blocked off the stick of Nevins. One penalty's about to expire. Bourne's on the power play for a minute. McLean Leaves it short for Crowell, who will leave it down for Thomas. Thomas still holding on the side. Crowell has a lane in the middle. Up and out of play. Yeah, that's what those students get back there. They're flinching hard down there whenever the puck goes. You got to be careful. Ronan Kelly sends it down low. Another chance here, and Crowell can't bury it. Would have been his 5th point of the night. Here's Hope following it up. Down low, sticks, follow-up, scores! James Crowell, he's got a 2nd goal. It's 5-0, a power play goal. It'll be the 2nd assist for Landon Hope on the night. Now look at, you could see James Crowell, he is fired up down on the ice. He's 2 points away now from matching his point total from all of last year, too. Carpenito gets it away, tried to find Seitz. Tobin will get it at his own defensive blue line as he backhands it in. Collins and Kelly will give it a chase, but Kelly will be there to pick it up. It comes out, Bogdan has to go play it back. Orlando got it through. Kirby finds it. Here comes an odd man rush the other way. He's got Carpenito in sights. Kirby still going. Roofed it. Oh my goodness! James Kirby off the mask and he put it home. 6-0. That's Peck on the backhand, kicking it. Without a stick was Ronan Kelly. Follow up by Kingman, saved by Palmborg. Rebound off to the side. Back out to the point. Lachlan Sear, saved by Palmborg again. Frias goes to get it again. Pressured by Collins. And the Canalmen are going to walk the other way with it. They still want more. Carpenito was looking to give it a chase that time. Oh, look at that, some love for James Kirby as he goes to the bench. That's the 3rd goal of the season for him. Ronan Kelly didn't miss by much, trying to go top glove side that time on Donati. With 9:10 to go in the game, Bourne is well on their way to going back to 500 on the year, and they will most likely go to 3-1-1 in conference play. Seitz picks it up. It gets blocked off of Peck. Seitz still going to retrieve it, and it goes right into the Laker penalty box out of play. Picked up by Buckley now. Buckley's looking to get one. Now the 3rd line's out there. Buckley, Kelly, and Gettings. Backhanded in. Donati's got it with the glove. The last 3 games for Bourne, an outscore of 21-0. Unreal what they've been able to do over the last 3 games. Blanchard looking to get one on the board here for Apponequet. McKenna's there for the Canalmen. Gettings will pick it up. It's off of Nevins. Nevins has Orlando in front. Couldn't connect with Blanchard. Back to the line. Tobin across. Bogdan shot on Palmborg. Spilled the rebound. McLean will pick it up. Jackson Palmborg with 22 saves in this one. You get a penalty coming up against Bourne. There's the touch by McKenna. They always say every shutout is earned. Jackson Palmborg, with a couple this season already, is going to have to stand strong as his team is going to be shorthanded again. Looks like Hunter McLean will go to the box. And Frank Carpenito's asking if it should be running clock mode. I always thought the rule used to be in conference games if it was 5 or more in the third period and it was 7 or more in the second. And yep, they got it in running clock mode. So here we go, power play for Apponequet. Kingman can't hold it, Crowell leaves it. Here's Thomas again. Thomas on the stick drag, couldn't get forward. Crowell follows it up, he'll just bring it on back to kill off more time. Thomas, I'll leave it on back. Palmborg will play it. I don't know, we might see some more Aiden Safredi action tonight. How great would that be? 3 games in a row for a guy that's really never skated before. That's a bouncing puck, which got on frame to Donati. Thomas gives it a chase. He beats Kingman to the puck. Has it on his forehand, still battling with it in the corner. Working against 4 Lakers down there, and he's still got an angle on it. Cole Thomas, and it ended up popping behind. I mean, the effort again was nice. I'm telling you, if he came away with that 1-on-4, and then he would have had a lane for a goal too. Would have been the highlight of the season. Played over the middle trying to find Francis, and now it's Kelly away past Thomas. Frias gets by Seitz. Still going in with Nevins. Frias the shot and a glove save by Palmborg. Deflected shot wide on the near side as Palmborg was hanging on to his right post. And it goes back down the ice. Will pretty much do it for the power play for Apponequet. McLean's about to exit the box. Another nice stick drag here by Sear. Will backhand it off of Seitz. Crowell gets it away to Buckley, entering in on the right. Buckley and Sear able to do some nice defensive work, and he fanned on the pass. Buckley gets to it, now has to hustle to the puck. Buckley down low. Seitz trying to fish it. Tobin right in between his skates. Banks will take control of it. Crowell resets, back to Collins. Across to Seitz. Charlie Seitz looking for another one, but Donati stands strong for his 7th save to prevent goal number 7. Face off on the right side of Donati. The Canalmen win it. Thomas back to the line and sent down by Collins. Kirby looking to follow it up. It'll go on the other side. Cooper Crowell. Crowell wanted it. Intended target was Jake Lovendale. And we're at the point of the game yet again. This is where you're going to start to see the 3rd and 4th line guys get a lot more action out there. Here's Kirby walking in. Stick drag. Thomas looking to pick it up. Gets deflected off to the left side. Thomas to Crowell. Crowell able to get it by Crowell. Thomas hit by Bogdan. Crowell has a lane to find that puck. Can't get it out of the zone. Slap shot chance here, and it didn't miss by much as it goes off the end board. Follow up, tapped into the middle. Nice nudge by Crowell on Peck. And he takes it away from Crowell. Here's James Crowell coming in off the skate of Sear. Crowell looking to chip it up. There's Thomas. Deflected on behind by Andrew Robinson. Crowell, backhand, will go up top. Collins, slap shot. Oh my goodness! Sean Collins with the clapper to make it 7-0. And guess what? You got to keep that puck. That's the first career goal for Sean Collins. Spent the last 2 years as Palmborg's backup. And now senior year, he's on the score sheet. Here comes Apponequet back into the zone with 3 minutes. Nevins put it high. Working with it now, Matt Falzerano. It goes away to Carpenito. Carpenito, and he missed. Looking to go glove side again. McKenna had a pop out of the zone. Another attack chance on here for Blanchard. Still coming in. Blanchard got back to the puck, popped in the middle, and decked down was Braden Allard. Sights deflected. Carpenito. Wrap around, other side, and Sights missed. Gets deflected again. 2 minutes to go. Bourne is up by 7. Landon Ope now going to work 1-on-3. Top defensive pairing still out there for Bourne with 100 seconds. And you just saw Coach Carpenito talk with Aiden Safredi. Not sure if they're going to put him on. There's the shot and the cover-up by Donati. All right, let's see if you got time to put him in. There's really no advancement right now by Safredi. There we go. Now you got your fourth line out there for Bourne. Hustling on back now is Collins. Gets it away from Francis on the backhand. It's Tarantino. Oh, and a nice deck down. Penalties coming up. Falling down to the ice was the sophomore James Kane. Tarantino still went in, and there's the touch from Nevins. Safredi's got the blocker and the glove on. Do they put him in now? You know, it doesn't look like it. And power play chance here for Bourne. Let's see if we can get some first career goals out there. With Tavares, Tarantino, Kane, the forwards. Still winding down time. They're taking a while. They got to get everybody off the ice. Running clock, 15 seconds. Tapped up in the air. Kane trying to find it. Will end up on the other side with 10. And it'll be chipped down with 3. And guess what? That's another shutout for Palmborg. And Canalmen win it, 7-0. All right, handshake line's going to go on. Second straight game, Apponequet. They had their opponent's number through the first half. Just a string of bad luck, and the second and third period continued over from Monday. 2 goals apiece from Crowell and Thomas, and a goal apiece for Kirby, Collins, and Sights. It was the first career goal for Sean Collins. Jackson Palmborg earns a 23-save shutout, and for him, that's his 10th career shutout. I'll let the handshake line, the celebrations go on a little bit more. When we come back on our tape delay feeds, I can guarantee you Postgame is going to be fun for that. And for our live stream audience, we thank you for tuning in. So we'll step aside and we will be right back. All right, 7-0 is the final. Bourne gets the win over Apponequet tonight. They move to 3-1-1 in South Coast Conference play. They're back to 500 on the year with a record of 4-4-1. As you can see, we got a big crew over here. We got James, Sean, Cole, and Jackson. James, I'm going to start with you. It's always great to win. It's always great winning on home ice, and it's especially great to win in conference play. How does it feel tonight?
Oh, that's a great win for us. It really gives us confidence going into the next couple games. We really need it. It put us back to 500, which is always huge, and it's another SEC game, so it's always a great win.
Cole, it was similar to what we saw with Apponequet on Monday. You guys were pretty much evenly matched through the first period, and then something clicked in that second period for you guys. What do you think clicked, and what do you think led to all those goals in period two?
I think it was everyone coming together in the locker room. Instead of arguing, we got straight to the point of what we needed to improve on. We got in the room, we talked to each other, we fixed it, and we came out ready to play.
Sean, great goal that you had. It was just a clapper from the blue line that you had. I believe first career goal too, right? We saw that puck go over there. How does it feel getting it as a senior on this team?
You know, it feels amazing. You know, I spent the past 2 years playing goalie, so it's been fun to get back out there, and I'm just excited. I'm thrilled to get my first one. So
that's always the best one, right? The first one's always the best. Jackson, 4th shutout in 5 games for you, 10th career shutout for you tonight. How does it feel doing it again? And we've seen it so many times. How does it feel getting another shutout?
It feels great. All the boys are having fun. They're playing great in front of me, allowing me to see the puck. And I've told them all year, if they let me see the puck, I'm going to stop it. So I'm keeping my word, and they're keeping theirs by putting the puck in the net.
James, we know that chase to 100 is on for you. You're now, I believe, 5 or 6 points away with an absolutely amazing performance tonight. Just talk about the performance overall. How do you feel about it tonight?
Mine? My performance or everybody's?
No, yours.
Oh, mine. I find it well that I can pass my line mate, especially Cole. He's always open for me to pass it to him, so that always helps getting the assists there. And plus the passes from Cole too for the 2 goals, which always help. Just line mate chemistry, it's huge.
So Cole, with the win tonight, and then Old Rochester lost earlier, you guys are officially, as of now, first in the SEC in terms of points with the 3 wins and a tie. Somerset does have 2 games over you. You guys are still looking for your first SEC title in 7 years. How does it feel right now with 3 conference games to go to be at the top?
Well, I mean, we're at a great pace. Obviously, Somerset's a good team, and we're looking forward to get back at them. Hopefully we take a win and take the title with us.
Sean, I know this is a great 3-game winning streak that you guys have been on. How have the practices been lately? Because I know sometimes when a team's struggling, a couple losses in there, the practices can be a little intense, some arguing. How do you think the whole team mood has changed over this 3-game win streak?
I mean, I feel like we're really starting to come together as a team. We're starting to really form our lines, get it together. We're starting to figure out who needs to be where, crash the net, that kind of stuff. So I think that's helped a lot with our goal scoring ability, and yeah.
Jackson, I know we were talking about before the game, you wanted to see the team crash the net and be good in terms of physicality. How often did we see that tonight from this team?
I mean, you look at every goal, and it's all just going to the net, going for rebounds, or even if Kirby was nipping from outside the dot. But I thought it was great. I thought we, played the body well. We actually went to the net, and it's starting to reflect on the score sheet.
All right, so everybody did very good on their post-game interview, so we do have a little bit of a surprise. Ed Strode's going to get the surprise in the bag. This was a generous gift by Ronan Kelly's grandma. She had some extra chocolate chip cookies out afterwards. I'll let you guys take it out of the bag real quick, and then we'll ask one more question all the way around.
Coach, we got one extra. Maybe for you.
Coach can take my cookie. I don't care. I've had enough. I'll take one for now. I'll do like a little cheers, and then I'll just give this one. Yeah, cheers, guy. Everybody cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Oh, he threw the bag over there. Whatever. All right, final question. I'm going to ask each of you guys the same question. A big game coming up on Saturday against the Co-op of East and West Bridgewater. Going to be a great night here. We got Chuck a Puck, that Kent scholarship thing going on. We got a 50-50 raffle going on. What's going to be the mindset going into that one, and how important is it for everybody to show up that night?
I mean, I feel like a lot of people looking at us before the season didn't think we were going to be doing as good as we are right now. So I think we need to keep the momentum rolling. Obviously, that's a big night, game a little bit more than a hockey game in terms of what we're honoring that night. So we need to come out. We need to do the exact same thing we've done the past 3 games.
It's a big fundraiser game. We've been promoting the game to everyone we possibly can, trying to get everyone to show up for a good cause. We have some special black jerseys that we're looking forward to wear, and I think all of this that's happening is going to be used towards motivation. We're going to come out flying.
You want to know something? I saw those jerseys when you guys posted them on the team page. Those are absolutely amazing. It's like the old Fisherman Islanders jerseys that they... Did you design them? There you go. Same question. Mindset going into Saturday. How important is it for everybody to show up?
I think it's huge. Like you said it before, we're fighting for a good cause here, and it's at the end of the day, it's still a game and still helps us win. So we really want to come out hot, do what we've been doing, keep the focus going, and just keep winning.
Yeah, I mean, like Jackson said, we're just trying to keep it rolling. I mean, it's for a good cause, so it would be great to win it. It would look really good, so just keep it rolling.
Guys, I want to congratulate you on another win. Ed and I have been having a lot of fun upstairs. I don't know if we had fun when you covered up that puck for 5 seconds and they weren't blowing the whistle twice tonight, but it is what it is. Ed Strode, thank you again for filming. Unfortunately, no commentary on Saturday, but you will see Ed filming that game live on all the platforms. I will be back on Monday for the next home game against Monomoy, which is at 5 o'clock. So for all of us and our amazing crew, Bourne Community TV, the Bourne Wears Purple YouTube channel, I'm Keegan Hamblett signing off and wishing you the best. We will see you next time. Have a good night, everybody.